Yeah. Hi, Benedict.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Very good, thank you. Getting
So,
it's getting to silly o'clock, I think, in here. Feels like I've been in this room a long time.
I know I was here at the press conference this morning. It was pretty awesome.
Cool.
So first of all, congratulations on the film. I mean, definitely one of your career bests. I had goosebumps watching it every time, especially that moment with Peter when you holding onto his neck. I thought you were going to snap it into two with your bare hands. It was fantastic.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So Phil is such a terrifying character to play the complexity of such a controlling monster, but at the same time seeing his sensitive side in the third act, which where I found myself surprised because I was sympathizing with him. So did you try to find the humanity when playing someone like this?
Absolutely, always. And even if you aren't given the kind of extraordinary gift that there is in this film of having a secret and then revealing it, of being someone to the outside world and then showing your inner nature as well in a moment of privacy, even if you're not doing that, you have to have, well, I feel I have to understand a character by empathizing with them and understanding why they are the way they are. So that backstory exists in my head, whether it's played out or seen on camera is irrelevant. So whether it's, I don't know, someone behaving in the most abhorrent way imaginable, it's about trying to understand their perspective. Otherwise, I guess as a storyteller, you're sort of failing.
You said that Jane's not afraid of her vulnerabilities, and so she encourages you to find something that's unexpected. How does she draw that vulnerability from you and push you to bring out such nuances with Phil?
Really good question, and thank you uh, for reading that I said about Jane. I often forget I say that about her. I think she I often love propping her up, but I think her vulnerability and her risk taking as an artist is one of her true strengths. And I think to find that with Phil, I think it's very very apparent in his behaviour, to be honest. And for me, my vulnerability kind of in a way plays into that. You know, I'm trying to live authentically as this character through an entire shoot, and she introduces me to the crew as Phil and not Benedict. And on the first day, I was thinking, you don't deserve this. You know, I had a much louder voice in my head saying, these grown-ups are now having to pretend that you're a character. This is ludicrous. You can't do that. You know, the self-doubt, the self-sabotage, the inner critic. It was very, very loud in those first moments of commitment. As is often the case with first day nerves, I think it's the same for a lot of people in all sorts of departments. Everyone has a bumpy, sleepless night before they step on set to start sharing and expressing through their work and their efforts. And I think that vulnerability exists with Phil in a sense. You know, he's not masquerading masculinity. He is who he is, but he is at the same time keeping something hidden. And that to be able, I was more worried actually about the masking. I was more worried about the masculinity, the sort of machismo of a ranchman and the amount of tools and skills and brilliance that he brings to that from the book and in the script and on film that I'm not acquainted with, and I had to dig deep for and experience firsthand in Montana, Dude Camp as we called it, with an amazing real cowboy called Randy and his wife Jen and their homestead in Montana. Uh, an amazing experience where I got to be on 2 or 3 different ranches. I got to learn on different horses. I got to rope. I got to make rope and treat hide, and be at 2 branding events and do everything you do with cattle there to make that work, and with people who've been doing it all their lives.
Yeah.
So
What I thought was
that was more
sorry.
frightening, to be moving into that sort of realm of masculinity, the sensitivity to layer off, to be given that, well, literally, figuratively, but also literally, in the private place, the sacred place is what we kind of term it as in the film. That to me was a real gift. It was hard. It required me to really be completely and utterly lost and not take any notice of where Ari and Jane were. They were the only 2 people with me, so that was also easier than an entire crew. And just to delve deep into what Bronco meant and where he was still at in Phil and how that would express itself sensually and all the rest of it.
I found was very interesting wasn't just the physicality, but you worked with a dream analyst to get
Yes.
grounded in the character's
Yeah.
psyche. I'm very fascinated. What did that reveal and how did that help you?
Again, it ties in your own character with your character. It's like doing therapy between the two in a way. And, you know, the archetypes of Jungian dream analysis are very rich. The symbolism that you don't know is telling you something or supporting an idea or a kind of intuition really helps ground the work in something a little bit more substantial than just a feeling. And you can interrogate it in many different ways. Like, what is my similarity? What are the things in me that are my strengths to draw on for Phil? What is it about Phil I need to understand? They'd be very wide questions, very specific. And then you keep a dream journal and kind of analyze it with the brilliant Kim Gillingham. And it's a very rich tool. A lot of actors use it, actually. And it's something I'd never done before. And I was, hell yeah, I'm all game for trying something new. So yeah, I went there and it was wonderful.
Well, you did a fantastic job with this, and I'm definitely rooting
Thanks.
for you for award season. So thank you so
Very
much,
much.
and
Okay.
wishing you all the best. Thanks,
Thank
Benedict.
you. Thank you.